So what's this all about? What's the issue here?
We're trying to reduce suicide rates in Durham. So we work with, or do we work with? No, we support people who are struggling with their emotional, mental health. Could be suicide, could be self-harming. Basically, anybody who doesn't feel that they're happy in their life. There's something going wrong in there.
And how much of an issue is this?
The suicide one's quite big. The figures are not that reliable, but every 40 seconds for a man worldwide. So probably half a dozen by the time we finish this. In Britain, County Durham, which is where we are, regularly comes up as the highest male suicide rate in the entire country.
So what can you do for people affected in this way? What are you doing here?
Right. I suspect we do a lot of things that statutory mental health doesn't do. So we don't necessarily talk about the mental health on the first visit, unless I suspect or we have reason to believe they are having suicidal thoughts, in which case we'll put a safety plan in place. Favour to that, what we give them is hope. That's the most important thing, hope. Then you need a community. You don't necessarily have to join in and sing and dance, but being around other people. If that community happens to be other people who have struggled just like you are, it's a leveler. You don't feel as ashamed, as embarrassed. To gel it all together, we use creativity, the arts, which is music, painting, drawing, sculpture, ceramics. It's whatever people find they want to do, and we respond to that. So it keeps getting bigger and bigger, really. Keeps us on our toes.
How have you seen being involved affect people?
um, if you point this thing at a few of the people who come here, they'll simply say, we've saved their lives, which I often contest because they saved their own life. What you need is the right place, the right support, the right amount of time, which is vital, to work through it yourself, to get back on your horse, as I say. But the effect is all around us. Some amazing individual stories. One person who'd attempted stayed with us for, I think, 2 years, maybe more, who now works as a mental health support nurse. Lovely story. And there's loads of them. People coming. I think that's a misconception with suicidal thoughts. And I've heard this in the pub, oh, if they're going to do it, they'll do it anyway. Well, I didn't. So you're wrong. And the people we work with will say the same thing. It's like a disease. It's like any other problem. Trouble is you can't see it. It's in your head. It's invisible in a way. And sometimes in your behavior, it's invisible. You could look like the happiest, cheeriest bloke in town, but it's what's going on in your head. So yeah, it's a hidden disease, really.
So what does it mean to you working here? What's your story?
I think I've just hinted to the fact that I've been in the same place. I didn't take my own life. Unless I did, and I'm in heaven because I absolutely love what I do here. To me, it gives me a value. So one of the things that goes alongside lots of mental health struggles, and in particular when you get to that dark place of suicide ideation, then you feel worthless, you feel ashamed, guilty, all of those negative thoughts. So finding a reason to live is really important, and art can be that. And for me, to watch people get up off the floor, literally from the pit, and end up riding high, stronger and better for it, that keeps me going. I have a purpose, I have a function.
What does it mean to you to be able to get the funds from, in this case, the Mayor's Opportunity Fund? How important for an organisation like yours is that?
mm, Unbelievably important. Somebody described us, we're independent. Look, I overheard someone described us as fiercely independent, and I quite like that. So I wouldn't say we won't take money from anywhere, but there are certain limitations. Means we don't get any core funding, we don't get any support necessarily from other organisations, from government, from the council. We do get some, but they're individual funds we apply for. So we have to bring it all in ourselves, which is a big part of the job. I wouldn't say it's boring because I meet a lot of wonderful people who will give us money, and we meet a lot of wonderful organisations, and in particular, we're talking at the Mayor's Fund at the moment. So it's absolutely vital. Without it, we couldn't. We have no other income.
And so, as a final word, what would be your message to anyone who wants to get involved?
Two ways. One, give us some money. You know what that means. Find out about us on the internet. But more importantly, if you know somebody, or if you're listening now and thinking, that rings with me, if you're struggling, come along. It's open to everybody. You don't have to go through a long-winded referral process. You don't have to answer 100,000 questions or prove yourself. Come in and make you a cup of tea. And if you feel like talking, we will.